Harry, you're muted.
I really thought I clicked the button, but I clearly didn't click it hard enough.
What an intro!
I know. I mean, if you can lip read, then yeah, you'll be fine. But if you can't, lads, what's going on? Episode 11 of the Footium Strategy Show with myself, Harry Trades, and with me as always, Psufans2. And yeah, I've got a huge game, 4th v 6th. I can, well, hopefully with a win, most definitely close the gap on my finishing position. So we're going to be doing that first half of the show, and then we'll see what fun things we get into. But I was just telling Sean then before we went live, like there's been a lot of scamming going on in the Footium ecosystem the last few days / weeks, maybe. Ever since OpenSea have turned to OS2 or whatever, it feels like it's just an absolute shit show right now on that platform. Not Footium's fault, but like in general, if you're selling players on there, and I'm 1-0.
Where did it even happen? I didn't even see it.
Yeah, wait, this.
Did I?
Whoa.
No, I literally didn't even see that.
Oh my god, that blows.
Well, let's just say, Harry, can you be like a phoenix and rise from the ashes to pull out the win here, huh?
I mean, if it's anything like my game yesterday, Sean, no, I cannot.
Yeah, I have faith, Harry. You're not going to lose 7-0 today. So if you do, then we got some issues going on with within the ranks there at Esham. But yeah, the scamming and the stuff is like, I hate it. I mean, in general, like I just hate it. I hate taking advantage of people, but like also at the same time, I think people are making mistakes that they need to be more cautious of. So that's sort of why we're talking about it, just to make sure everyone's aware of it. Like, don't click links in Discord. Never scan a QR code or anything. Like, I really don't click links in Discord. Like, people send me links, I like don't touch them.
Yeah, but people have been like scanning QR codes. Yeah, I feel like that's the one, isn't it? It's like scanning QR codes and then changing like the method. I don't really understand it, but people have been like changing the contracts and stuff. And
yeah. It seems like super, super sketchy with what's going on right now. And it definitely seems like some people are getting caught out, and we don't want to see that. So make sure everyone is like safe with their stuff, and don't give anything to anyone. Don't click links. Don't scan any codes. Be very careful who you're talking to. Make sure who you're talking to is actually the person you're talking to. Because I know there's impersonators out there. It also seems like people are like working as a team to do stuff. Someone tried to get me like a month ago.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, at first I didn't realize. Like I don't know who it was. It was like a random name, but like at first I didn't recognize or realize it. And so I was having a conversation for a little while, and then eventually I was like, oh wait, this is sketchy. But I never click links, so it's not really like as concerning for me as it is for like someone else. But like, don't click links. Also, like another thing is like I see people talk about people scamming you like with player sales and stuff, and like just sending money instead of just buying on OpenSea.
Right.
That doesn't worry me as much, honestly. Like if I'm not going to send it to someone I don't know, or like if I do, it's like, okay, you scam me out of one player. Well, you don't. Like if you get scammed out of one player, that sucks. But like that's a whole lot less bad than like your entire wallet.
Yeah. Some people's whole like teams have been wiped and stuff. It's kind of wild. But it all stems for me down to the OpenSea, like the deals function. It doesn't show you your offers on there anymore.
No, it's a lot more sketchy. But like that's why I try to only do deals like that anymore with like I'll do it with you.
Right.
I have no problem doing it with you. I'll do it with like Bachman. Like I don't have problems doing it with some people. Like if I don't really know you and I've never really conversed with you, or you don't have I don't there we go. Tied it back up. If I don't know you, or like you don't have like an established reputation, I'm not.
If you've got anything to lose, basically, it's like you know.
Like, it doesn't really matter who you are. I'm not clicking on the links. Like I'm
no, for sure. But like Bachman's not going to scam me out of 0.03. You know, like here's
the motto I've always lived by. If Bachman is going to scam me out of $50, I would rather know that.
Game's gone.
I would rather know that. Like, I have no problem if he scams me out of $50. I would rather know that he's going to scam me out of $50 than have the $50. But I'm never. But I also like my motto has always been in life is like never going to loan someone an amount that like I would be in bad shape if they did scam me. And flip side is like sometimes like if you put yourself in a position to get scammed and they do scam you, that's sometimes worth more than what you lost anyways.
Right. Like you said, you nearly got done a month ago. I got done almost months ago. I don't even know what season it was, but Footium years ago gave me a club. A little bit of backstory, like I obviously for years it didn't transpire. Right, there was no Footium for a while, and I just sat on it. And a random account on Discord had just messaged me out of the blue saying, "Are you open to selling your Footium club?" And I was like, "I'll be honest, I kind of forgot I had it. This was months. It's like 6 months ago now." And I was like, well, yeah, I'm open to selling. I don't play the game. Like, I've had this club for a while. Lo and behold, somebody made that that program that could see if you had a rare.
Yeah.
And I had a rare in there, and he knew that, and he was trying to get my club for super cheap. And luckily, I spoke to a few guys in the community, and I think it was Jack P, and he was like, yeah, don't sell it and stuff. So I didn't, but they've got more sophisticated since then. They're impersonating people, and just have your wits about you. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is.
Yeah.
And just don't click any links or QR codes or anything. For that matter.
Yeah, no, definitely be cautious with stuff. But yeah, I see. So actually, I'll have a funny story for this. White House asked Harry why you haven't joined MFL yet, and I actually have an answer to this too. So, like, curious your answer, and then I'll give my answer.
So my answer is I have a child. To be completely transparent with you, I have a child. I have So Rare to play 24/7, and I have obviously Footium. Like, there's only so many hours in the day I genuinely couldn't even think about playing another game if I even wanted to. So that's my genuine answer. There's not enough time in the day to play it, and a couple of my friends playing stuff and they enjoy it and whatever. But I couldn't get into it even if I wanted to, type of thing.
Yeah, I mean, I guess similar answer for me, but I'm going to be honest. I will tell you a big reason why I'm not joining it and why I would have no interest in it. Their divisions and leagues being called like the Rock Division and the Rock League and shit like that is so fucking stupid that I just can't be bothered. I have nothing against MFL. Like, I haven't played it, so I can't really comment on it. But like, I'll see Laird like tweet out like, "I'm going for the Rock Hard League win today," and I'm like, that is so stupid that I can't even comprehend and like bother to sign up. So like, that's why I haven't joined. Like, would I join in the future? Maybe, but again, similar to you, like, I have a lot going on and it's about to be my busy season. I'm not really looking to add anything additional onto my plate for busy season. And like, when I said when you were gone, I'm like, I see the tweets of like Laird in the Rock Hard division looking to get Rock Hard, and I'm like, this is so fucking stupid. Or he's like, I'm in the Stone division, I'm in the Iron division. I'm like, how about you hit yourself in the head with an iron? That's so stupid. So
yeah, there is that sort of, but like, I guess it goes with like the whole like metaverse type of thing, like the whole thing's called Metaverse Football League or whatever, right? Like, but yeah, it's not everyone's cup of tea and whatever. Carl asks, how badly do I need this win today? Carl, quite badly, to be honest, mate. I don't know whether I can show you the league. I can't show you the league quickly. I'm in 4th. The guy I'm playing is in 6th. So obviously I can just extend the gap on basically not finishing below 5th realistically if I get a win today, I think, which would be nice to secure because I need to do a lot of training. So yeah, very much need the win. And Jack P just popped in. Jack, what's going on, mate?
Yeah, it's definitely a pretty big game for Harry because it really, like, I mean, if he wins this, really can't finish below 5th. And also, like, for him to move into a promotion spot, he needs a lot of help and really can't drop a single point the rest of the season. So like, it's a pretty big spot for him that he really needs to pull out a W here.
Yeah, I don't think, I mean, 3rd is winning 4-1, 2nd's winning 3-0, and 1st winning 3-0 as well. So I don't think I'll be catching anyone today, which is whatever. Can we get a goal from Big Nige?
It's always funny because you like never score directly in front of the net. You like have to be on like that. You basically have to be on like the edge of the 6, like on the side. That's like where you score from.
Also, I don't know if I put it in my little Discord a few days ago, Sean. I don't know whether it wasn't against the 7-0. It would have been the game before that. I can't remember who it was against. Goalie saved my shot, and the next action that goalie scored against me.
Nice. That's always
to go like 3-3 against me and eventually beat me like 6-3. I can't remember which game it was. I can obviously have a look, but that was like the most tilting thing ever. It was like, no.
Yeah, Bachman. Me and Bachman play today in a D4 league. Season on the line for him, Harry.
Wow.
And, yeah, I'm 4 points up in 1st, and he's 4 back. So if I win, he's pretty much dead to give me. Oh, there we go. 2-1. 2-1.
Manuel Moran, he is my second string DM, Sean. I'm not. I haven't started Gonzalez this game. My big
is that my boy Vieira that I sold you that scored the first one?
He is, yeah. And Bachman sold me Moran.
Yeah, Ryan Walters said he went from spark to ice. Nobody is rock hard yet. Yeah, that shit is so stupid to me. Like I said, I have nothing against MFL. I just haven't played, so I don't have any comments positively or negatively. Seems like people enjoy it, which is a big thing. But like, I just see the league names, and I'm like, that is the most stupid shit I've ever heard. I couldn't even be bothered by it.
Yeah, that doesn't really like fly with you, does it? That type of like branding, shall we call it?
Like that is just such terrible branding. Like it's so bad. Like call it League One.
Yeah, I get it. You are more of a League One than a nice guy, aren't you? I get it.
Well, I mean, or like come up with some funny shit like the fucking Harry Trades League or something. So like obviously like D7, right?
Well,
the Harry Trades League.
I am a D7 boy for life. David says, my one issue with MFL is the reward structure. As a game and solely as a game, it's more enjoyable and a better experience than Footium, which is very basic, but not earning crypto or cash is rough. Yeah, there's like an MFL token. I still don't really know how it all works, but yeah, that is a big difference. Have you been buying any coaching sessions? I had bought one. How many have I bought? I think I've bought 2 lots. Do they come in 5s and 20s?
They came in 5s and 20s. But if you buy a 20, you get it at like the cost of like a discount.
Okay. I think I might have. Well, I can't show you, but I've got 2 left. So I think I've just bought 1 5. If I'm being honest. I mean, Sean can definitely speak on this a bit more than I can, but like I just find it hard to justify spending money on the coaching sessions, which I think are good value if you're gonna apply them to rares and to like 50s, the start at 50 and go to 75 or whatever. I just think if I'm doing it with like my D7 players, like I'm not extracting value. Like you always say, you might as well just buy 2 or 3 players rather than buy the coaching sessions. The whole point of the coaching session is to really, for me, it's the multi-positional guys, like, the cams, DM, AM type of guys, left back, right back, center back type of guys. But they've got to be like high potential ones. That's the big thing for me with the coaching stuff. Have you been coaching hard with? I know you bought a 20. You might have bought more, actually, didn't you?
I mean, I tend to agree with you. Like guys like D4, D5, D6 type guys, I don't really think there's much of a merit to. But like, I think once you get like high level mints that are decent at multiple positions, I think it really can help. Also, like I think that there's some merit to like guy like rares and stuff because it really helps expedite the process as well. So I think there's some different merit, but like I have some guys that I'm definitely using it on where it's like, okay, like me getting this sort of like coaching on you, like I'm gonna have like you in 3 positions that you're like elite at, and I think that's pretty valuable. Whereas other players, I'm like, okay, I don't really care about your secondary positions. But like, I know I have a fullback that's basically a fullback DM CB, and they're all tied. So basically, I'm going to get him into an 80 of all of them, and then I can sort of flex, like, all right, where do I need this guy? And I have 3 different options, and I think that has quite a bit of value. But basically, like, you're looking at it like, it basically, because typically, like, 16 to 18-year-old mints will have around 20 or so potential to unlock. So it's basically one set of coaching for one player is what it is. So basically I got to ask myself is like, does it make sense for me to put a set of coaching on this one player? And I've definitely found that some of the time the answer is yes. Some of the time the answer is no. It really is player dependent and sort of depends on what I'm trying to do. Because also like the rares, if you can add 90 minutes every time you do it on those rares, really expedites the process. And rares are really hard to unlock all of their potential. Like let's say you use 20 coaching sessions on a rare. That's basically 5 extra potential you unlock along the way from doing it that way, which is pretty important.
Right. No, 100%. That's who I've been. Yeah, I've been propping up my ROM more, the rare I've got through coaching, as well as, and like he's not a positional thing, like you said, it's more of an expedited, increasing the his ratings in a quicker way. He obviously gets the 90 minutes played as well, which is huge really on a rare, because it's basically he's increasing his available potential nearly double a silver or just a normal card, right?
Yeah, like I have some of my guys in my one team. Like the guy started as a 60. I have him up to a 61 now, but I have 4 unlocked already. I haven't really trained him. But like once I start training him, like if I use those 4 basically as coaching, I unlock another potential just by doing that.
Right.
So it really can unlock you a lot. And again, the rares, like getting your rares to high levels is really difficult. So having the ability to get an extra 90 minutes every time you train instead of nothing is huge.
Oh, 100%. Like I, you know, not that you've like talked down on rares recently, but you've kind of definitely made the point on, you know, there's definitely some sort of silvery bronze cards that you can buy early on and go into golds, you know, and they're like half the price of the rare, right? Or whatever the comparison is. Whereas, you know, I look back on that now and go, well, yeah, fair. But with the whole, you know, with coaching, if you utilize it properly, those rares get to their, you know, their max potential, obviously a lot quicker. I know the other players would as well, but they wouldn't because rares, gain minutes quicker than any other card. So I think if you can combine rares with coaching, obviously that, you know, there's money involved in that, you can really reap the rewards, like from a ratings wise, you know, and they're still going to be pretty young depending on when you get the rares.
I think the rare. I mean, we talked about this a couple times this season. I think rare price needs to come down. I think it's like 0.15 ish, or 0.145 was like the mint last season. I think it needs to be around 0.11, 0.12, because I think a lot of people are realizing like it's so hard to get those guys. Like it really is difficult to max those guys out. Like I'm gonna go look for one, and because you got to remember too, it's different than what it was, because what it was is like you used to just be able to play. You used to be able to play a guy 90 minutes every game of the season, even at 0. Like you could put him on a low team, play him 22 games, 90 minutes a game. You can't do that anymore. Like you probably can't get much more than 16, 18. So it really like slows up the process. But like I'm gonna go look at my guy. Like I think I have one rare that's like as far along as he realistically can be. All right, so I have a left back who I got as a 16-year-old. I'm pretty sure. And he is at a 79 overall. I still have 8 potential to get through. And it's like his trainings take like me 12 hours. Like literally, when I put him in a training, it takes like 12 hours. But it's going to take me to finish unlocking all of his potential. It's going to take me at least another 2 seasons. Well, he's turning 26. So by the time he's done, he's going to be turning 28, and I might not even have him maxed out. So like it is literally taking me till he's 28 to get to his max potential. So basically, and I've done a pretty damn good job of playing and training him.
Right. So you're looking at 12 seasons there, right? From 16 to 18.
Yeah. So it's taking me like 12 seasons. I think I have another guy. Let me see. I probably have other guys that are like similar. So like I have him. I think I have a center forward on this team too. So I have a center forward on this team. I don't remember what he started at. Again, he's in 78 right now. He can get 8 more potential, so he can get up to a 786. He is 24. It's going to take me till he's 27 probably to unlock all of the potential, much less use them all. Because I probably need at least another 3 seasons to fully unlock. Maybe like I probably need another like 1.5 seasons before I fully unlock all of the potential, much less like also get the trainings in. So you're talking like these rares take 10 seasons, 12 seasons to fully unlock. So that's fucking hard because they all start lower. The issue is they start so much lower. Like, so a good example on that center forward, I got him as let's say I got the left back as a 16-year-old. Okay.
Right.
I'm 7 seasons in with him. Okay. I also have a CM on this team that I got as a 16-year-old, 60 overall guy, I think. Let me see how much I had. A 63. He started as a 63. He has been an 82 since last season, middle of last season, and he is not going to be caught by that left back by the end of this season. That means like 8 seasons I've had both of them, and the rare is still worse than the other guy, and he won't surpass him till after next season.
Right. So it's like there's 9 seasons worth where technically the gold is higher. Like not even technically, he is like
correct.
Oh no.
Well, yes, you have a player for, let's say you have a player for 14 seasons on average, because like typically like between 16 and 18, like you'll average 14 years.
Yeah.
Of those 14 years, 8 to 9, the silver mint in like a D1 is better than the rare.
Mm-hmm.
And that's if you like train the rare really well and like pretty efficiently. So if you don't do it efficiently, it's like 11 or 12 seasons. So like to me, I just think like the high level D1 mint rares, even the D2 mints, like I have a D2 mint, my like star guy from this year is a 64 to start and gets up to an 84. Like it's gonna take a rare 10 seasons to get there.
Mm-hmm. Like, what's the D1 silver mint? Like 0.8, like 0.08 roughly?
I think the D1 mint last season was 0.88.
Okay, and then a rare's nearly double, basically.
Close to double. And the rare or the non-rare is better for more of the career probably than the rare.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the bit. So how do they fix that, Sean? How do they make the rare better for more than the silver career-wise? You know, like,
well, I think starting it higher would help. I think because the real issue is it starts so low. Like I wonder what's the highest rare start you've ever seen?
Rare. Ooh, like I'll be honest, my knowledge on the rares isn't.
There we go.
I just scored. That is massive.
3-1.
I've just gone defensive as well. Perfect. To give my tactics away.
I don't think I've ever seen a rare start higher than a 56.
Okay, 56. So that would mean for him to be like a 99, he'd be like that'd be like a 43 potential, wouldn't it?
Well, I've never seen a potential higher than a 94.
Got you. Okay.
And like even then, like I didn't see him start higher than like to get to that. Like I mean, I don't even know if you can get to it. I'm gonna be honest.
Right.
Because like these other rares that I'm talking about that I'm gonna get to at age 28, Harry.
Yeah. They're like 85 or something.
They get like 86, 87. They're not getting to 94. Right. So like for them to get to 94, I would need like another 6 seasons.
To be fair, coaching wasn't out when you first started.
Correct. That part is fair.
Yeah, so that maybe changes things. It probably levels it out. But yeah, how do you make them better? You start them higher. Basically going back to the start issue we had last week, you know?
Yeah. Like maybe you start them at 60s. Like maybe some of them start like maybe they all start like on average like 4 points higher than where they did. Or like again, maybe they unlock quicker. Or I think this one still makes a lot of sense to me. I think you lower the price on because I think at like 0.11, 0.12, they become a lot more interesting because you do get the benefit of like they help
chemistry.
They help the chemistry and stuff like that. Bachman's at 55 is the highest. Supposed to be 54, but it gets to 55. Yeah, so like I've never seen. Yeah, so 55 is the highest. Like maybe you start them on average 4 to 5 higher, and maybe the highest is now 60. Yeah. And then that makes them more valuable because then instead of them being behind for 2/3 of the career, maybe they're ahead for 2/3 of the career.
Right, which is what you should be paying for, I think. Like you're happy to outlay on these players if they're good in the now. I genuinely do think that because you want to win now, unfortunately. Like everyone does. Really.
You want to be able to use them now for sure. And like I think so I think if you get I think there's a couple things that make the most sense. I mean, the thing that makes the most sense to me is like you start them higher. Like I think if you start them on average like 5 higher, because like then even like the 49s are like more viable. Like I've had some guys like I've trained this one guy like all season. He's like a 59. Well, it's going to take him forever to catch up to like that 63 started center back I bought this year type of thing.
Right.
So I think that they need to start the rares higher. I think if you just start the rares like 5 higher on average, it would fix your problem. Because I think then it makes them like, okay, now the rares are a lot more valuable than the silvers.
Yeah. They're like 10 ratings better than the average silver. It's like, you know, you're kind of paying for that as well. But yeah, I do think that's probably the most viable. But then if you do bring the price down, obviously more people are minting, which is obviously good for rewards, but does that dilute rares? Like, does that make rares less rare?
Well, I think it's more so like you're just trying to make them as good as possible. So yeah, I sold a rare to what team is he on, Bachman? Trying to find him. I don't see him though. But like I don't know what team he's on because there's no rare showing when I type in Dominguez and Bachman has too many teams. I don't know what team it's actually on for Bachman, and none of them are showing up as a rare. So yeah, like I think if you start them 5 higher, I think it really helps the additional price that you have to pay for them. But like I'm not super interested in rares anymore, with the exception of like if there's someone down the spine that
multiple positions.
Yeah, like multiple positions. I can sort of like flex around. Like, all right, I'm a bit more interested in that situation. But I mean, look at like this guy of Mario Dominguez. Oh, he spelled it with an S. That's why. Okay. Yeah. So Mario Dominguez. So I sold this guy to Bachman last season, I think.
Left forward.
Yeah. So I sold him to Bachman, and he's like able to train the shit out of him and play him a decent amount.
Yes. Wow. 32 available potential left.
Yeah.
On top of a 62 range. Yeah, 62 at 17 is nuts, isn't it, really?
That's really good. Yeah, this guy was really good because he started as a 54 and his potential was huge and his stamina and leadership were really big.
And he was a 16-year-old, you say?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I got him as a 16-year-old. So, like, through 2 seasons, like, Bachman's done great work on him.
Yeah, that's insane. 62 already.
I just basically like the only reason I didn't mint him is because I just didn't really need that position. Right. It would have been fine, but it wasn't like of massive need for me at the point. But so like I think if you make them a bit higher to start, I think it makes it out. Also, like Bachman has a bit more flexibility. Like Bachman's put this card on a D7 team.
Yeah.
So this guy is on a D7 team playing
scored
every minute.
Did he score? Who scored? Oh, no, I think they scored.
Kickoff, so.
Oh, no, I scored. 4-1. Yes.
Big win for Harold.
That is massive. That is actually huge. 8-0 second to winning. Oh, my God.
Yeah, I think that there's I just think if you start them higher, it's more appealing to – because, again, like, if you bought a rare, let's say you bought this dude that Bachman bought. You can't just send him in a D7 club and play him repeatedly and just burn through him, right? Like, no. You want to play the guy too. And if you play the guy too and train him, it's a lot more difficult than what Bachman's doing. That is just like playing the dude every game, no matter what, and killing his stamina as much as possible. And then eventually, like the next season, you'll train the shit out of him. So, like, I mean, Bachman's doing a very good and efficient job. Big win for Harold.
Huge.
So I think that if you start that guy a bit higher, it gives a little bit more flexibility. Like, don't change his ceiling, but just start him 5 higher.
Mm-hmm. This hasn't updated
that helps a lot.
Oh no, it really does. 2 seconds.
So the other team win? Yeah, they won it. They're gonna win as well. So same things, but basically what you did is you're gonna gap 5th or 6th tremendously. Did Brand Stanley win? Because if Brand Stanley didn't win, that's a big result for you as well. Because what it'll do is it'll put you in a position where worst case scenario at the end, you sort of have everything figured out. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I mean, Brand Stanley did win.
Yeah.
So you have 4 points on them. When do you play Brand Stanley? That's your big game coming up.
So guess who I play tomorrow?
Probably one of the 2 teams surrounding you.
I think it's Craigham 4.
Or you play Culver and you're gonna.
No, I play Craigham 4. Yeah.
Okay, so that's like your season, right? Like that game is pretty much like, can you get the dub?
Can I get 3rd, basically?
Yeah, because if you lose that, you're not getting 3rd. Let's be honest.
Right, and I'm
probably. You could, but like probably not.
Mm-hmm.
The good news for you is you at least have played one of your brutal games already on the season.
I've played top twice.
Yeah, which is good.
Oh, Brand play top tomorrow. The other day. Craigham 4. Who do I play? Okay, so I've got an easy-ish game after tomorrow. Then I play Bro, who are down there as well. So 2 nice-ish games on paper. And then Limon Town. So I've got 3 nice fixtures there in the and then Brand. Okay, so I play Brand game 19.
After a couple weaker games, which is nice for you.
Yeah. And then Chipton, which is a really nice game, obviously bottom of the league.
That's as nice as you can get because you can do whatever you want. And then Culver. But like by then, maybe Culver has stuff like pretty locked up. So maybe you get
Mm-hmm.
It's at least
possible. I wonder do you think Culver are playing top at any point?
No, I'm sure they haven't played them yet. I would guess.
Let's have a look
on them and go look at their fixtures.
Yeah, let's have a look. That'd be interesting because that would be.
Yeah,
they do. Wow, 4 games. I mean, there's still a lot to play for. Like,
oh yeah, I don't think you can get promoted, but I definitely think you can finish 3rd, and you really can't finish below 5th.
Yeah, I mean, I'd bite your hand off for 3rd. I'd be more than happy. I don't know. I don't want to go up, but I'm nowhere near ready for D4. So okay, I'd get them. The D4 min's fine, but at the same time, like, I'd bite your hand off for 3rd right now.
Yeah, 3rd. I mean, that buys you a couple guys reinforcement for next season. Like that's what you kind of need.
Yeah, it's like 2 nice silvers, probably, maybe
Yeah.
even 3 if I can be cheeky with it.
Yeah, maybe like an older silver. Yeah, no, I agree with that. So it's realistically, I think that's a pretty good position for you to be in right now. That's pretty much what we figured at the start of the season. Like once everyone put their teams in, like we kind of figured you'd be like
in and around that,
in that range.
100%. I'm probably probably no higher than 4th in my other league without knowing the. Where are we? Yeah, I'm probably not going to finish any.
Yeah, you're probably fifth or worse, probably. But it's not the end of the world.
I mean, I could get relegated.
You could. It's unlikely, I think, at this point. I think you have enough. Typically, if you have that much of a gap, I think you're fine.
Bachman said he thinks the Craigerford guy got scammed.
Oh,
yeah,
that could be. I don't know. There's been a couple.
That is why I recognize the name, actually.
That could be.
But didn't he get his stuff back or something? I don't know.
No.
What's that mean?
That means that the guys have been transferred to a different wallet. So yeah, that guy probably got scammed.
No.
Yeah. So, but like what I mean,
but that guy's not. Oh yeah, he is playing, I guess, technically.
Yeah, that guy's probably still setting lineups because
no way
he will get ETH, but maybe not. Like maybe the guy's not really setting his lineup to the end of the season, and like you can take advantage of it. But I mean, again, that's sad regardless.
That's brutal. Well, I definitely need to beat him now. Then now I know.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to give more to that person.
No, not at all. There should. I know it comes back to like control and stuff, but should there be something in place where Footium go, hang on a minute, this guy shouldn't be allowed to play now, like in the league as we speak?
I mean, I definitely wouldn't give him rewards.
Right. Okay. Yeah. He can play, train his guys, even though they're not his
guys. Well,
I
mean, no. I would not give rewards to that.
Right. Yeah.
But it's hard, right? Like it's just. I mean, I hate the scamming stuff. It's so.
Show me where your clubs are at right now. Give me some names. Stand down.
That's my ghost team this season. Actually, though, they beat. Actually, so here's a funny story.
How have you got 12 points as a ghost?
No. So here's a hilarious story. So this is my ghost. Like I'm sort of playing these guys and rotating them out to like not get them that tired. So anyways, go back to the table. So somehow, again, don't know how this happened, but that team beat News, who is right behind my other team. Yes.
No way.
I was like, yeah, let's go. But yeah, pure ghost, and it beat 5th, which like that team was 2 points behind my Uptalk Park team, but my ghost beat him. I was like sick.
That's
like perfect. But Uptalk Park is in a reasonable position to get promoted.
Yeah.
I think I made some reinforcements here. I made the team slightly better, and actually I beat Dukipple C the other day after they beat me right away. But like I think I made a couple moves. Like I think I moved Kevin Todd here and someone else elsewhere. I play a ghost today, so like knock on wood, it's a pretty favorable spot.
Nice.
But yeah, so I want to get promoted. I would ideally get promoted here, but we'll have to see. I'm definitely in a realistic spot to get promoted.
I see Jack's flying high with Chorth.
Jack is flying high with Chorth. I think Jack, did you fuck up the other day? Not with this team, but with a different team, and like you didn't train them properly, or like, and you had like a 12 in your lineup, and it was like a massive game.
Oh, no way.
Because I think I saw it the other day. Oh, it might have been JG Web 3 too. Well, someone like had like two guys in training that like were in their starting lineup in like a 1 versus 2 game and didn't change their lineup, and I was like, oh shit, that's not great.
Yeah, that is not great. Just seeing a lot of his higher guys are maxed out here.
Yeah.
Like 3s.
It's a lot of his older guys. But I mean, it's going to be really hard. All right, it wasn't Jack, but I think it was JG Web 3 then, because I think I noticed that it was someone that I've talked to. And I was like, oh, that sucks. But I think it was JG Web 3 because I think he said he was out of town and like that happened.
Yeah.
So it's possible. Anyways, all right. So Uptalk Park has a chance. Noro is in a good spot where I pretty much think that if I can beat
how do you spell it like that?
Yeah, I think so.
N-O-U-R?
I think you spelled it right. Well, let me see. I can go to it. No, N-O. I actually thought you were right too, to be fair. N-O-R-O-U-G-H.
Yeah.
So I played Bachman today.
Oh, wow.
In a 1 versus 3, where I'm pretty sure if I win, I'm like locked into promotion, and then it's just a battle for the season. I play Consi the last game of the season.
Yeah. Okay.
Or second to last, one of the two. But
you haven't lost the game. Wow.
So this team, so my D3 team, I sort of realized was like just destined for the mid-table.
Yeah.
And so I did send reinforcements here twice. Like both windows, I sent 3 up and 3 down for this.
You had a good start and stuff.
So if you click on this team, my team is definitely the best team in the league at this point. It wasn't when we started. It was like joint 2. Now it's probably the best team in the league. Because like I moved Kalef, Riedel, Kordic, Seitz, Marino down.
Wow.
And I moved Meyer down. So I think like my top 5 or 6 guys here, I've all replaced someone and have improved their position by like 5 to 10 spots.
How much is on offer in the old D4?
I think it's like 0.168 or something. Of course, I'm going to win when it's like the least it's been. 0.181. So like even honestly, it'll probably grow a little bit more from there. So I definitely.
It's risen though. I know it's down, but like as in like prizes are objectively down. You know, as far as
it's still not bad at all.
Oh no, not bad at all. I just mean like but then ETH is like kind of gone not crazy, but it's definitely on a little rise right now.
I did see that. What was it? It was at like 3K yesterday or something.
Yeah, I'm not sure where it is actually on.
Yeah. Oh, never mind. No, it wasn't. ETH at 2,600.
No? Okay,
but I mean that's fine. Like it's gone up because I think at the start of the season it was probably like 22. Yeah, so the season was like 2,100 ish. So like it's gone up about 20% since the start of the season. So I mean, it is what it is. Like I mean, I
think rewards are nowhere near. Look at this, Sean. Sorry, season 8, 6.6 ETH in D4. Season 9, which is what we're in now. No, are we in season 9 now? Yeah, of course we are.
Yeah, you probably got to refresh.
Oh yeah. Like they're down by like an ETH. Like like literally, ETH and a half, let's call it then. But they haven't even finalized yet, right?
No. It probably will go up a little bit because like people do typically like mint some guys as the season goes, and people are buying coaching sessions. I would reckon as well. So
people were saying like, oh my god, rewards are like halved and stuff, and I'm not seeing that at all here.
They're not halved; they're definitely noticeably lower. But again,
is it because of the distribution, though, right? The distribution.
Well, George posted in Twitter, or not in Twitter, in the Discord, and I do agree with it. Like they're trying to sustain it longer term, and I think what they needed to do was they needed to flatten some stuff out a bit now. And so I think for that reason, like we obviously saw a bit of a decline this season. I will be concerned if we continue to see a decline. And then the real concern to me will be like in December, January, when a lot of people start aging out, if we see a decline, like if we don't see like a spike back upwards.
Because people need to rebuy basically at that point.
If we don't see like a spike back up in the next like 6 months, I'd be concerned. Now that spike doesn't all have to happen then. It could start happening like next season. If that happens, okay, then I'll be like, no big deal. But yeah, you so I'm in that.
Look at this. D3 League 1, this was last season. There was 5.4 ETH at the end of the season. And now, if I do a refresh, I think we're on 3.7.
Yeah, but so another thing of note on that, the D3 mints suck.
Okay.
That's where the real noticeable mints are, where like you don't get guys good enough for D2, D3, D1, and people just aren't really interested. Like if you click on those teams, I would imagine a lot of people just didn't buy them.
Just don't mint. Yeah, because there was somebody did some stats today and they showed like how many people are minting from each, division and stuff. And I thought that was pretty interesting. Like people say like D7's kind of pointless sometimes because you can get the same mints in D8 for half the price. You know, because like the difference between a D7 and a D8 mint, as far as ratings go, starting ratings, are not really dissimilar. Like if you can get lucky in D8 and get better, mint than somebody in D7 quite comfortably. So, like what is D6 randomly? Just having a look at the rewards. So 5.2 season 9, season 8 was 7. Okay, yeah. So like in some cases, you could argue it's almost 50% in a.
It's not 50%, but it like has dropped by like a third or something.
Right, and it obviously hasn't finished yet, but just from this sort of point onwards. But the people. It just felt like there was a lot of talk at the start of the season, like, oh my god, they're going to be really low, but they're nowhere near as low as I thought they were going to be. As described.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. If we a couple of months of not decline, but definitely like a sort of a plateau maybe. And then like you said, when everyone starts aging out, that's the big that whenever that season, what we're talking is that 12, 13 or maybe more 14, 15 season wise. Probably season 14, 15, isn't it?
Yeah. That's when December is when people like effectively are going to start aging out significantly.
Right, like a massive chunk of players
Yeah.
are going to be aging
Yeah,
out.
so we'll see, like, again, like, if we see stuff keep going down and then, like, December comes and it doesn't go back up, that is definitely, like, okay, RIP.
Right.
So I don't disagree with people. Like, I'm not like, oh, my God, this is in great shape today. But I think that it makes some sense that the stuff – I think it makes there's typically I look at things from a logical perspective, and, like, the mints going down made some sense because I think people over minted for quite a while. So I think needed to be a correction on that. And I think that we've sort of seen that.
No, 100%.
The issue is I don't think that correction is like a 1 season correction. I think it's a multiple season correction. But what I would expect, like if for things to get like normal to me, next season should probably be comparable to this season.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think we should see like a big decline from this season to next season. And that would be a little concerning as well. So we'll have to wait and see.
So let's end on just open-ended question for the chat as well. Like what are we expecting in sort of season 10? Because I guess as a number, you know, it's a nice number to reach a milestone wise for the game and whatever and the people that run it. So like, yeah, like, is there anything special you think this, you know, on the horizon? I don't know if that's what I'm saying,
hopefully they work on the onboarding thing. We've talked about that multiple times. I think that it is important to fix.
Yeah.
So we'll see on that. And I think that there hopefully is some gameplay things. Although I've seen there's so much negativity in the Discord. It's been kind of like, I'm just seeing stuff. And it's like, oh my God, everyone needs to chill out. Like, people are bitching because their team that's like 3 points on average lower or went higher lost the game. It's like, okay, yeah, Man City's never lost to Liverpool ever. Like, I mean, if you lose to Ghost repeatedly, okay, bitch. If you lose to a team that's 20 points worse than you every day, okay, bitch. But like, if your team's like a couple points better or worse than someone and the result goes the opposite way, it's not the end of the world. Especially like, it happens in a 1 game sample. It's about like what happens over the course of the season. And I'll typically say on my teams have typically finished in a ballpark that I think makes sense, with the exception of like I've had a couple outliers on both ends, and that's normal. Like, that's not abnormal. So I think people are just like bitching and moaning a lot, and it's like very frustrating to read because negativity is never a good thing around a project like this. So like, just seeing constant negativity in spots, like, I'm all for constructive criticism, like, and not like negativity, but like, I still think the way they handled the whale, for example, going from last season to this season was pretty terrible. Didn't like it. I thought it was done
punishment stuff.
But okay, I said my piece, and I haven't said anything every day like other people are done. And then similarly, like, if you lose to a team that's worse than you every single day, I mean, that's probably on you, to be fair, not
yes, something's going wrong. Yeah.
Like, I think the game has a lot of variance in it. It's a lot of luck based, but like, there's definitely things you can do with changing mentality, running different formations, having subs ready, good stamina. Like, there are user elements that I think do help. Now, maybe they don't help enough or they help too much, but again, I think like the constant bitching of stuff is like, okay, guys, come on.
It's tiring. It is. Not the, I don't really gauge it, but so it says, how would you rate the Footium team from your POV in comparison to, say, other NFT projects? Is he sort of, you know, in the other NFT projects description there? Is that Sora?
Up until the handling of the whale going from last season to this season, I thought most things they did made sense. Or at least like didn't not make sense. Like, I think everything they've been doing, even like this season, like, I think they're trying to figure out like the mint rates and stuff, and like they're trying to flatten some things out. I don't think that's wrong. I don't know. So like, I would say up until that, I was pretty on board with every decision they made. After that, I will see, because that was a concerning decision that didn't make much logical sense to me. So we'll see where we go from there, because it's happened again this season to some extent, and I think the decision will be the same, which, to be fair, so I will also say this, again, I disagreed with that decision. I think it was the wrong decision. What I really have an issue with is the season before, you implemented a rule and punished the person, then they effectively did the same thing, just slightly not as bad, and you didn't punish them. That to me is like a weird handling of that situation.
Is that down to like the rules in the first place not being strict? You know, like how, do you get what I'm saying? That's the issue, right? Like
they left the rules open-ended
to interpretation type of thing.
I typically don't find open-ended like decisions to be need to be made. Like I don't typically view them as like positives. Typically when stuff is open-ended and like you're leaving it to a possibility to be strict or harsh, that's not a great thing.
Yeah, but I'm on the opposite end of that. Like I'm nowhere near that division or anything. I don't know what's going on. I do, but yeah, I'm not like tapped into it like you are. But from like how well do these people know their product type of team? Like from what from the interactions I've had with George and Sam mainly, like is second to none. You know, like
they definitely understand their product and understand.
Yeah, which is huge. You know, and I know it's like at a lesser scale than Sora and whatever, but at the same time, like they just really get it. You know, that's the the impression I get, which is obviously healthy and something you want. So yeah, there's no worries on that side of things for me at all. Like I really do just like their vision's just kind of it's clear without sort of telling. Like it's hard, right? You can't reveal everything season on season, but their sort of end goal is quite obvious, and then everything the journey then is not revealed because it's revealed before the season starts each season, but at the same time like you kind of know where they're heading, like everyone's kind of rowing in the same direction. It feels like there's no friction maybe, but like look, I'm not pretending to be like uber tapped into like I said, I do look in the Discord and stuff. I don't really interact in there, but I'm obviously just nosing in there now and again. Surface is asking what the whale issue was. If you want to address that, you don't have to. It's up to you.
Yeah, I mean, it was basically he has like half the teams in D1, and he just cheats to give himself the best chance of winning the league. So like against other people that aren't him, he runs his best lineup with every single team, and then when he plays himself, he runs like a terrible lineup that just is basically he just like games the system to get himself proper rest so that he can make sure he fucks you as hard as possible, and then against himself he just plays a cushy game where he can just dictate who gets the win, which is pretty terrible for anyone else that's in that league. And I think that the decision last season was based on being concerned that he might eventually just pack up and leave. But if he packed up and left, you'd have a lot more people interested. Like if I go to D1, I'll tell you where I sure as shit ain't going to play D1. My team sure as shit ain't going to be in D1.
So you kind of don't want to play it because of him, but then
there's no point. I'm going to play to get like 8th and just know that I'm going to play his best team every game I play, and then he's going to play his worst team every week. So like it's very clearly cheating. It's not as bad as it was the first season, because the first season he just spread his guys over more teams, and when he played himself, he would just run like ghosts against each other. And then or like if let's say he needs one team to win and doesn't, you play a normal lineup against that team and the ghost on the other, it would just be bad. Now he like runs 60s against himself, and then similarly like if he's playing himself with a team that he wants to win, he'll play like high-end players, and then his team he wants to lose will play like 60s and stuff. But then every single time he plays like Bachman's team or the other teams that are in the league, he runs his full force team. So the decision that was made was he got punished, and they basically changed the prize pool, and like they didn't dock him points, but like they basically docked him part of the prize pool, and so they redistributed it downwards to teams that were not cheating. And then after they did that season, which was like blatantly obvious that's what he was doing, the second season that was also blatantly obvious that he was doing, just like not as bad, he didn't get punished at all, and it was just like normal. So like he got first, second, and like 4th, 5th, 6th or something, and everyone else got like 3rd, 7th, 8th, 10th, 11th, 12th because they all ghosted. So it's just a shitty D1's just pretty shitty spot to be in. Like, and I'm close to D1. Like my team is close.
Right.
So, but again, like if I get there, I'm not playing with how things are currently. Whereas like if they actually punished him and like and it was actually like a fair league, okay, maybe I'd play my team there, but it's not.
100%. David says, I think at season 10 we need to start seeing some bigger user growth. We will see play focus shift to the 25-26 season, so we need a big month to maintain interest. I mean, yeah, like I mentioned, I sort of teased it last week. the team have mentioned to me they're trying some sort of free-to-play aspect of Footium to try before you buy type of thing, which I think is going to be really interesting. And then what did David say? MFL just added another full division after selling out their D8 and D9, so they're growing, but I'm not seeing it here just yet. MFL feels positive and fresh. Footium feels a bit stale. I mean, like, as much as they get compared and stuff, I just think they're so different, like they just are. I know there's Football Manager games. Let me just deal with the baby.
Yeah, I don't have, like, again, I haven't played MFL, so I don't have tons of comment. I do see a lot of MFL stuff on my timeline and my Twitter, and everyone seems to be enjoying it quite a bit. The Footium side of things, again, it's just people get negative because the money went down. Like, people were all about Footium when the money was worth more than what the money was in MFL. Now that the money is sort of tanked off a little bit this season, people are super negative. I don't think there's necessarily a reason to be super negative yet. I'm not saying that there isn't stuff to be concerned of and worry about, because that is natural, but it's a logical sort of progression path that we're on, because teams have so many players. They just don't need tons of new, fresh guys in at this current time, because they still have 8 seasons with all those guys previously. So I think that we'll see on that. Bachman said the new rule, it made it better. 100%. If that rule was in place where, like, the whale actually was properly punished, I would say, for what he was doing to game the system and game the D1, 100%, it was a much more palatable situation. You could play to finish mid D1 and know that if he's cheating, you're probably going to get higher money for finishing position than you would otherwise. And similarly, like, now that like, they didn't do shit, you're like, well, shit, if I finish 5th and he just cheats his way to 1 through 4, it really screws me over. So, and again, a lot of people just don't care about the issue because it doesn't impact them. There's only like 2 people, 3 people that it impacts, but what they don't realize is that it impacts them more than they think, because people in D2, D3 know that's going on. They're going to go up. They're going to ghost their team back down right into D2, D3, D4, right where those people are that don't seem to care about the situation. And the people that are like, oh, he's not cheating and whatnot, I don't know what to tell you, because that just means you clearly can't comprehend that. So if you can't comprehend it, like, I'm not going to change your opinion. So there's really no point in me, like, having the discussion about it.
Right. I think you're spot on. Sean. Footium was a lot better in my opinion. The prize pool was so much better than MFL. Now they're about even. MFL is a more complete game, and people are going there. David says. I was going to say something. Oh, that was it. This guy sounds like the Pranksy of footy.
Who?
The guy who's getting back. Well, like, who should
no,
be getting
Pranksy doesn't do anything to cheat. Pranksy doesn't cheat at all. And
I mean, you can't really cheat in Sorry, but what I mean is, like,
yeah,
he just has a monopoly on the uniques, basically, is what I'm getting at.
Well, there's no such thing anymore, Harry. Come on.
Fair. Okay, he has a monopoly on the unique super res.
Yeah, come on, Harry. But
nah, I'm joking.
No, like, Pranksy doesn't have a way to game the system to give him an unfair advantage that, like, isn't just in the system.
Right. No, I know.
The system over there is just like, spend a lot of money, you're going to win. Like, the system here is spend a lot of money, you're probably going to win, except for now, like, you spend a lot of money, you literally can't win because you got someone else that spent 6 times the amount of money that's just cheating 6 ways and making it more likely all his teams win.
Yeah. I mean, it's the whole, like, thing in real life football, right? Like, RB Salzburg, Leipzig, it's like all them being in one league, effectively, yeah. Right?
Well, this is the way I look at it, and I think this is the way it's intended to be played. Each team is its own entity, and you need to treat that team in its best interest. So if you are treating your whole conglomerate of teams as one, that's not fair to other people. Especially whereas, like, it's the thing, like Red Bull Salzburg, like Red Bull Leipzig, like those type of teams, they've been not able to play in the same competitions before. I don't know if they've changed that, but like, you used to not be able to have Leipzig and Salzburg in the Champions League. Like, one of them had to be in the Europa League because of the other one. But it's in my opinion, each team is like its own entity. Yes, you're moving players around each season, but your goal with each team should be what is optimal for this team. If you are not doing that in, like, a game management perspective, that's an issue. Like, I think there's merit to, like, okay, yeah, like, I have 2 teams in this league, similar to what I did in my 1D4. I have 2 teams in league. I didn't really want to have 2 teams in league, because then it becomes like, all right, how am I going to properly balanced when I play each other type thing. So I just ghosted one of the teams because it made it easier from that perspective.
Mm-hmm. Bachman just saying to David today, can't be asked with the short-term user thing, just about surviving and reaching our long-term development goals.
Yeah, I don't really necessarily agree with Bachman on this. Like, if you just alienate everyone and no one new is coming in, then you don't have a long-term.
Mm-hmm.
So the short-term matters as well as the long-term, and you have to find a balance of
those.
I
was going to mention that. Leon and Palace, they can't both play in the Europa League this upcoming season because they have co-owners, right? So
yeah,
I think that should apply personally. I really do, like in the Footium sense.
Well, it's like D1 is difficult, but like, yeah, for example, like you have teams like in D2 and like La Liga, like there are Real Madrid 2 and stuff
and they're not allowed to get promoted.
They're not allowed to get promoted. They can win the league, but they can't get promoted. The issue is it's here. It's a little bit more tricky with that, and you can't do that. But like, something you and I have talked about, D4. I have 3 teams in D4. Why are 2 of them in the same league when you can easily just like
randomize it,
RNG stuff, and be like, hey, this wallet has 2 teams in a league. Well, let's not make sure that doesn't happen. So, like, obviously, you can't really do that in D1. There's only one D1, and there's obviously super simple ways around it. Where like, okay, the whale just makes 6 separate wallets, and then boom, 6 teams in D1. Like, so it's not really great, but you could at least do it down in divisions 2, 3, 4 of like, okay, this wallet has 2 teams in Division 2. Let's just put them in opposite leagues and stuff like that. So, I think that there are differing opinions on that. And then, like, I do know people will blame Bachman for moving players to other teams and ghosting certain teams and not ghosting certain teams. I understand that comments of things, but that goes to our whole thing of like, I don't think anyone wants to have their teams in lower divisions, but they're kind of
right
to do with how the setup is currently. And that being taken care of would take care of that whole problem. And also similarly, like not being in the same league as yourself also helps that. Because when you're in the same league twice, a lot of time you're going to be like, I'm going to ghost one of the teams and then
make one uber good, right?
Yeah.
We have the most stable prize pool. There is mechanisms need to build. It's an interesting one. Sean, I know you need to pop off now, or we need to pop off now because you've got bits to do now. So, yeah, I really do appreciate everyone watching, lads. If you haven't left a like, please do so. And we'll be back next Monday for the penultimate game of the season, I believe, right? So that should be exciting. Hopefully we can wrap up a few bits and training's all sort of done at that point. And, yeah, we can see where everyone's finishing in season 9. So, yeah, appreciate everyone. Sean, appreciate you. And, catch you guys on Monday.